gentlemen, to the up and down matches. I am Moltrap. With me here is Caldor, and we have had some pretty good games today. We've had a couple games that were a little bit slow at first and got really exciting at the end, and we're looking forward to some more good games here coming up.
Gumio must have been really excited about the last game. I mean, he just checked his opponent's army and was like, okay, awesome, Christmas came early this year. A lot of free Colossi. Bring it, I'll take it.
Pretty much.
Well.
Did you see that StarCraft 2 Holidays video that was on Reddit last week, by the way?
No, I didn't.
Oh, it was a cool one. There was a video. You guys should all check it out. There was a video. If you go to YouTube and just search StarCraft 2 Holidays, should come up early. It's called StarCraft 2 for the Holidays. It's this cute video that they did where it's got Marines dancing around and Zerglings and stuff, and they form pictures of Santa Claus and Christmas trees and stuff. I don't know. I think it's pretty. It'd be actually a good thing to show your family who don't know anything about StarCraft. Be like, look, this is StarCraft. It's happy at holidays.
That's cheating.
Anyway, I'll go ahead and tweet the link actually. If you want to follow me on Twitter, I'm Moltrap. Caldor is Caldor on Twitter with an H.
Easy peasy.
I'll go ahead and tweet that right now. But right now we're gonna have Ryung versus Bomber.
TVT on Belcher Beach.
Bomber's up a game. Ryung is down a game. We're gonna find out if Bomber can take a 2-0 lead or if Ryung can tie himself up in the GSL.
Alright, there we go. At the top left, we have the Terran player in the red colors. It is
Slayers, yo!
Player from Team Slayers, and he lost the first match. He's actually looking pretty determined right now.
Despite nuking Maro's army several times, or his bases rather, but here's his opponent.
Startail Farmer!
Now Ryung,
at the bottom right in the blue colors.
Ryung also has pretty good Terran versus Terran. So does Bomber though. So again, I think it might come down to how well Bomber's playing today, you know? Oh, look at that. Ryung's Ghost with the nuke going off in the background. She does not want to be on camera, but she wants her sign to be.
Ryung actually has a very nice TVT record. He is at 68% win ratio with 25 wins and 12 losses.
Yeah.
Bomber, on the other hand, has 58% with 46 wins and 33 losses. So he has a lot more games in the mirror matchup, but Ryung proved to be the statistically better player in a TVT. So he has a small edge. Let's see if he's still that confident in the Terra Mirror matchup, or if Bomber is able to take that game. And as Moltrap already mentioned, he is ahead 1-0 in the group. And if he's winning on Belcher Beach, he will have a decent chance of getting the Coda spot.
Oh yeah. Yeah, if he goes up 2-0, it's going to be in a really good position. Of course, there are 6 players in this group, so each player has to play 5 games. So it's not just going to be if you get 2 wins, you're not 1 win away from being assured a victory. You can still go a lot of directions that way. You still end up 2-3 with a losing record, depending on what you do with the rest of your games.
While Ryung is adding a second barracks, Bomber is going straight for the Tech Lab and the Reapers. We have Ryung with a reactor, and I like that already. But the scout of Ryung revealed the Tech Lab. He knows that his opponent is up do some shenanigans. Let's see how it's going to react. He's still waiting for the first unit to pop out. He wants to see what exactly Bomber is doing.
And SCV is chasing each other around in circles there. That one SCV decided to check to make sure there was a gap. There is no gap there, SCV. You're going to have to lower the depot to get in. Let's go back to mining.
Reaper
and expands after that. Yep.
The Reaper expand for Bomber. Ryung taking a route with a lot more barracks. He has 2 finished right now. And he's still getting a lot of gas. He has 170 gas available.
Huh, that's interesting. I wonder if he's going to plant down a building here in a second. He's saving up a lot of gas. I wonder...
I'm not sure what Ryung is up to be honest.
I wonder what that's for. Is he going to... he doesn't have a factory, does he?
No, he doesn't.
No, so he's not going to try and get a starport and get some Banshees or anything like that.
He's getting stim, he's getting upgrades now.
Okay,
but
there we go.
still has a lot of gas left, so he might just... He can't start with a combat shield anytime soon. And getting the first Marauder double barracks play. I'm not sure if that's going to work because Bomb at the same time is already researching stim on his own, and the Reaper finishing off one scout, but I don't know.
I'm not sure exactly what he's got all that gas for. He's still saving up a lot of gas in the bank right now. I'm sure it'll come together with something later on. Maybe he just wants to have that in the bank so that once his stim finishes, he'll get combat shields. Might see an eBay out of him at some point.
Doesn't get an expansion. He doesn't get an expansion, he's just sticking to his 2 bases, and even though he's now getting Marauders and Stim, I'm not sure if he's able to break through Bomber's defenses, because Bomber is now getting... He has Stim on his own, he's getting the bunker at the front, and it's just making sure that he is in a position where he has enough production buildings to get a huge army. The thing is, Bomber apparently thinks, okay, my opponent is not going for an expand right now, so he might go for some kind of Banshee play. That's why he has the Marines in the back, just to make sure that there are no Banshees entering his main base. Ryung, on the other hand, built a supply depot already so that he can scout that edge, so that none of the Reapers enters his main base. And now we have Bomber with a decent... Nah, he doesn't get any idea of what his opponent is doing. I'm a little bit curious why is Bomber Ryung moving down that path? It doesn't make any sense. He's controlling one of the Xel'Naga watchtower, so why isn't he using that?
He's pulling his SCVs is why. He's going all in is why he's doing this.
Yeah, but
I have no idea what he's
he could hide
doing,
that.
though.
He could hide that if he just took the other Xel'Naga watchtower. It doesn't make any sense.
This is a little bit wonky.
The second bunker
Ryung.
might not be up in time.
Stim is going to finish for Ryung. He was hoping for a Stim timing attack, but Stim just finished for Bomber also.
And the
here come the
bunker's done.
SCVs. He stims up the ramp. The SCVs are in the way, but the SCVs are Bomber there, and they can repair that bunker. The bunker is not even going past the yellow.
Wow.
And Ryung's push gets completely obliterated.
Sorry to say, but that was a really, really big fail by Ryung. That didn't make any sense at all, especially with the route that he took. He controlled one of the Xel'Naga watchtowers and he decided to walk the other path. He must have known that Bomber might have an SCV over there. So if he wanted to hide that attack, he just should have taken the other route. Bomber would have had no idea, but the second bunker finished. Bomber sees what Ryung is doing, throws down a second bunker, and as soon as that bunker is done, Ryung's attack is bound to fail.
I have no idea what Ryung was up to there. I mean, obviously he had some kind of a Stim timing attack in mind, and he did get that gas pretty early in the bank, and maybe he was hoping that his Stim would start earlier, but he actually started Stim at the exact moment that Bomber did, so they both had Stim in that engagement.
Bomber has to know that the only thing that Ryung can do right now is go for another all-in attack because he's so far behind and he's pulling all his SCVs. And that's exactly the only chance that he has of winning that game, and Bomber has to be aware of that. He's just getting more and more units right now, and he has a decent amount of Marines already. He's getting more of them. A combat shield finished for both.
Bomber almost has medevacs out, and if he gets those medevacs out, yeah, Ryung is stalling for another moment to let his SCVs catch up. Bomber's going to have medevacs.
The bunkers and the
He's got 2 bunkers. He can pull his own SCVs. He sees it. He's got an SCV on the low ground. He knows this is coming. He needs to pull his SCVs right now. He does. He stims in and gets some of the SCVs before they even engage, preparing the bunker. And look at it with the 2 medevacs overhead. Ryung's forces are going to melt like butter. And that's exactly what happened there. Ryung, going for an all-in attack there, is now down 0-2. Bomber's up 2-0. Ryung not looking happy at all there, and I cannot blame him. Wow. Well, you're talking about how Reactor Hellions are the bread and butter of Terran versus Zerg. Well, I guess the rush was the butter of Ryung's strategy, and it melted under the hot knife of Bomber's bunkers. That was a bit of a stretch. I apologize about that one, but trying to make it work.
The thing that baffles me is that that was really bad.
Yeah.
And I have no idea why he was not confident enough to get into his usual play. We talked about statistics a little bit, and he is a decent TV player.
He's very good Terran versus
Even
Terran.
if he struggled a little bit lately, and I don't know that, by the way. I haven't looked up his recent results in TVT this time, so I'm not 100% sure about that. But why would you do something like that? And then these huge mistakes with the Xel'Naga Watchtower. Why show that attack? He could have just a surprise bomber with it, and even then, it would have been hard for him to take down the defenses of his opponent. But if there was only one bunker, then he might have had a chance to take down the bunker. The SCVs would not have been there in time to repair it either.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Why would you take that path? You control one of the Xel'Naga Watchtowers. Just use it.
Yeah. No, I think you're definitely right. And part of the reason why Bomber won that first battle so decisively is because his SCVs already had coverage of 2/3 of that bunker. So they immediately were able to start repairing, and he couldn't do enough damage to power it down. If those SCVs had not been there, then he could have snapped that bunker out of existence before Bomber realized what was going on. So you're exactly right. Knowing that was coming ahead of time really helped him prepare for it. But that's going to put Bomber in a really good position. Maro is now going to be fighting to get himself in a very good position. If he can win this game against Tassadar, he will be up 2-0 in the group. This is a must-win for Tassadar. Well, won't call it a must-win, but it's an important win because he is at 0-1 right now. So if he loses this, he's in a very difficult comeback from 0-2 in the group.
We will have Sweden against Korea coming up in just a few seconds. Moro against Tassadar. After GSL up and downs, ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. The game is about to start and it will take place.